Hello everyone, Alien Volt here, and I am playing Warface. And the mission is Route Master. Looks like we're going into this with 2 people. Normally this is created for a 4-man mission. I don't know how that will affect our progress, whether or not the mission's actually downsized.
Not control our energy. Every manifestation of Blackwood in the Middle East must be destroyed.
Really knifing the hell out of me. Alright, well, let's see how this goes. This is my first time doing a mission immediately after the training mission, so
satellite recon shows a heavy Blackwood presence in the
exactly
area.
How this is
Your
go.
mission is to eliminate as many hostile forces as possible.
Okay, getting shot from the rooftop. This game is designed to be played cooperatively, but the thing is you can kind of rush through, or you can play very tactfully as a team. And because there's no cover-based system, you know, to lean out behind and pick off enemies safely, to me it's kind of only a semi-tac type of simulation type game. It reminds me more of an arcade type of game. But he's still good. Now graphically, I just don't think this game measures up to what Crytek should be releasing as their next, you know, generation shooter. I mean, Crysis 3 looks amazing still, and it's, you know, over a year old. Now, this game just doesn't look amazing to me. I mean, it doesn't look bad. The graphics and the physics look decent, but there's a lot of things that I just don't really like about it. For one, I really don't like how the enemies are highlighted like that. I know they're kind of going with more of almost a Ghost Recon type thing where they highlight their team members and stuff, but to me it just kind of takes away from, you know, the realism of the game. I would much prefer these guys not be highlighted at all.
Checkpoint. Restoration and revival.
And I realize it doesn't happen until you kind of sight over them, but I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about that. But, you know, I would expect this game to come out, and I would expect Crytek to really want to release something that stuns people. They're known for their CryEngine, you know, basically kind of leading the forefront on graphics. I mean, if you see any of the Crysis games, when they were released at their time, you know, they're like the flagship of graphics. You look at them and you're like, wow, that looks completely amazing. I don't get that feel from this game right now. In fact, there's a lot about this game that I could look at, you know, my videos on Crysis 1 when it came out in 2007 and say, well, that looks pretty much, you know, as good as this one does. Especially when you look at the other characters' faces. Now, it's hard to tell because a lot of these have masks on, but like when I'm in the helicopter or I get close to my teammate and you actually look at his face, you know, sometimes they're distorted a little bit, I mean, kind of like blurred out. And that to me is just not very well optimized. Now, this game is supposed to be in a full release right now, which I just don't really feel like it is. I mean, for an alpha or even a beta that they need to touch up, like a closed beta, I could see this game, you know, being on track, but as a full release, I don't know. So far the gameplay is not bad, but I am getting some like lag spikes or like little graphical, I mean, hiccups. I don't know if it's, you know, the actual graphics that are kind of stumbling like that, or whether it's like the, you know, the code, the net code, or, you know, just the internet connection part of it. But, you know, my ping wasn't bad to this. But I definitely seem to be lagging. I just don't know what the cause directly is. Why is this guy jumping in front of me when I'm shooting? I guess there's no friendly fire, but damn, man. Rooftops. You know, the game's not bad, but the AI, you know, as deadly as they are when you get close to them, they're not the smartest either. I'm a huge fan of the Crysis games, you know, and Crytek in general, but it's hard for me to recommend this game, you know, as like an A game when it really isn't. It just seems to need a lot of work. The AI is just, you know, not very smart. Look at this guy, runs right up on us. And what, gonna stand in between us? This guy's gonna chase my enemy and run right in front of my gunfire? I mean, they definitely need to work on the AI. And with top developers like Crytek,
proceed to the helicopter.
they're not an indie company, you know. They're not working out of a basement or out of people's houses, you know, or a small office. They're a major developer. You know, you don't want to release something that's half-assed, it's unfinished, it's not done. Poor AI. I mean, you've got games that have been released recently that have amazing AI. I mean, the AI works so good you wouldn't know they weren't people, you know, if you didn't set up the game. And this is just, to me, it just seems really sloppy that way. Now, as much as I like things like this where you've got the teamwork that's involved to get over obstacles, well, if this would even work, I can't even jump over it. This is just bad. This is horrible. As soon as I get up, I fall off. Or he gets up, and he's not pulling me up. This definitely needs to be worked on. Alright, up he goes. I'm jumping, the W key was pressed. Why can't I get over the obstacle? It's stuff like that that's just completely unfinished to me. You know, that stuff needs to be worked out before you release a game, especially this is one of the first missions you do in the game. I mean, this is what sets your mind of whether or not you're going to play a game or not. And you got AI that are horrendously stupid, and you've got obstacles that you can't really get over with the keys that they tell you to push. I guess we can clear the rooftops early, that's why they probably opened the windows for us. And these ammo crates definitely aren't exactly easy to use either. You should be able to just toss them down to people when you can't.
In the area. Your mission is to eliminate as many hostile forces as possible.
Now outside of that, you know, the game's not horrible. It doesn't look horrible. It actually looks good. It just doesn't look to the quality and, you know, fidelity that I would expect from Crytek as one of their new releases. Now, if it was an independent, you know, developer that was using the Cry engine, then I could see this. But as actual Crytek, you know, is releasing this, it just doesn't make sense to me. And the sad part is I really like the idea of the game. Where did these guys come from? They spawning behind us? I guess we moved up too fast. You know, one of the things they advertise on this game is that I have no ammo. Apparently I can't give myself any ammo. Oh, this is going with a pistol. Almost got myself killed trying to drop an ammo box for myself that I couldn't even do. That's just it. The controls are very glitchy. They're not very polished. I mean, this should play a lot better than what it does. But I mean, the potential for this game is high. A lot of people love playing cooperatively. I mean, I've joined, you know, teams in the past that did nothing but co-op missions. And it's fun. It's a lot of fun. This game could be a lot of fun.
Ammo, health,
but
and
right
armor
now it just
restored.
seems to have a lot
Teammates
of
revived.
glitches and unfinished qualities about it. You know, which this guy stopped just backing up into me. But it just has a lot of unfinished rough edges that just need to be worked out. I mean, this game could be really good, and I wish you could turn off some of these features like the you know, the enemy lighting up red. I know it only does it when you aim at them, but which isn't a bad thing. I mean, it lets you know the enemy's there. Maybe it's just because I'm not used to it, or maybe I just think that I feel it's just too easy. And when I think cooperatively, you know, playing a game, I usually think, you know, the game is going to be a little rough and challenging. You're going to tactfully play it with people, and you know, it's going to be challenging. It's going to be hard to beat. These AI are not really that hard to beat. Maybe they get harder as you move on. Maybe this is the first mission, and that's why they're so, you know, stupid. But I don't know. You can't fix stupid. You just can't. I mean, if the AI is bad, you know, the game's going to be bad. That's just how it's going to be. And I really hope the AI gets a lot harder. If nothing else, turn up the difficulty level so that way they kill people faster. At least that'll make it challenging. Of course, that's a sad answer, you know, or solution to bad AI. You shouldn't have to get killed every time you pop out behind cover from an AI that's going to one-shot you just to make it challenging. But we'll see how this goes. Maybe I'm just being very judgmental right now, but the AI is definitely pretty bad. But like I said, this may be because it's just the primary mission. You know, it's the first mission, and you have to go through and beat this mission before you can go on the other missions. So I mean, it may just be set up as almost like a tutorial and made to be pretty easy. And if that's the case, then I'm definitely being very judgmental on this. I'm not a computer developer, so you know, I don't know how they design AIs, but my experience in the past, if the AI is bad, like that guy right there standing right next to me shooting my teammate down the alley, rather than turning around and capping me, it doesn't get any better. You can make them tougher and they kill you quicker and a little harder to take down like that, more health, but they're not going to be any more intelligent than what they already are. Alright, moving down to the end of this mission. I think this is it. There's only 2 parts of this, I believe. No tactical awareness.
This is it for today. Time for some R&R.
I really hope they work on this game some more, because I like co-op games, and this is a game that I would like to play. But right now, I don't know. Dumb AI and just a lot of glitches that really need to be smoothed out with the gameplay. I don't know how much time I'd actually put into this. Probably not a lot. but I'll keep watching it. Hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Please leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you did. And I'll see you next time.